Golden Globe nominee playing the father of the sexual revolution in Kinsey, a man who never imagined his name in bright lights. Take a look.
What brings you to New York, Dr. Kinsey?
We'll be taking the sex histories of artists, writers, and actors, including the entire cast of A Streetcar Named Desire. We'll also be interviewing women for our next book, which is a female study, as well as meeting with our benefactors at the Rockefeller Foundation.
Are you surprised at the success of your book?
No, it shows that the world has wanted this done.
Any plans on a Hollywood picture based on the book?
I can't think of anything more pointless.
He can take my sexual history anytime he wants. Please welcome back Liam Neeson. So, have you ever been heckled like the Clintons?
Sex histories. Let's start. Why I got so long? Have I been heckled?
Yeah,
I
like
was.
Clinton was the other day.
I was just thinking backstage. I was playing Oscar Wilde on Broadway about 7 years ago, and I was walking through the park, and one of the guys that drives the carriages.
Yeah.
And of course, it had to be an Irishman. I said, "Hey, Liam, I saw you as Oscar Wilde," and I kind of turned like this, and he went, "You were crap." So I came back with a very witty retort. Up yours!
True New Yorker, see? That's the difference.
I know.
Central Park is where they do.
But next time you can say, up yours, I'm a Golden Globe nominee, which is even better. Congratulations. There you go. Really wonderful. Now, this is not the first time you've been nominated for Schindler's List and Michael Collins.
Yeah,
But what was it like now? This is the third time. When did you hear about it, or how did you hear about it, and what was your reaction?
I was, let me think. I had just got the kids off to school, and was sitting down to my 5-grain bran muffin.
I thought you were saying it was 5-grain alcohol.
My first cup of decaf tea in the morning, and the phone went, and it was my agent from L.A. who said the film had been nominated for 3 Academy Awards. So it was great.
Fabulous. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Now, just in case you all don't know a little bit more about Kinsey, the movie is about the controversial sexologist, is what they called him, Alfred Kinsey, famous for his sex research. You know about the Kinsey Report. You know all about that he did in the 40s and the 50s. And, Liam, this movie is really about sex.
It really is. Yeah.
Straight up. This is, if you want to know about a sex theory, this is the movie.
Yeah, well.
So what attracted you to the role?
He's an actor.
I've been waiting to ask him for this movie.
When he played Schindler, he wasn't attracted to Nazis.
I know. But it begs the question. Come on.
It was all the sex. It was a great script. Really fantastic script. And it was about a man that I admire very much. I think Kinsey was a zoologist, a biologist. He studied gall wasps, which are these tiny little insects, for 20 years, and wrote these books on them. And from that, he segued into studying male and female sexuality.
Right. And he also believed in an open marriage, because he and his wife, they both cheated on each other. Was that for research?
It was for research. Yeah, it wasn't cheating.
It wasn't cheating.
The wife didn't like it.
I think it was kind of cheating.
Don't tell that to my husband. I'm telling you right now.
Excuse me.
It's like being a home.
In this open marriage, though, I mean, Kinsey is, in the character you play, too, he traveled, in The Doctor, he traveled all over the country, questioning thousands of people about the most intimate details of their sex life, and experimenting himself some along the way.
Little bits, but that was the great thing he did. He sat down and he devised these one-on-one interviews.
What if he had one with you? What would he have gotten out of you?
Did you learn anything? I love the way he does that.
About your own sexuality?
I learned a lot about sex in historical context, especially in this country, and indeed in the industrialized West.
So no hands-on information?
What?
But I'm going to share with you. I can't.
No. Well, in the movie, you have...
Pretty basic, I suppose.
Yeah. In the movie, you have to kiss Peter Sarsgaard, one of the co-actors in the movie, and you said you didn't want it to be too you didn't want to be too heterosexual in this scene. So what did you do?
It was a very delicate scene, and well, they're always a very delicate scene, aren't they? But it was, especially where it comes in the film. had no issues about it. It's just a really good scene, and we had to do a number of takes of it. And I now know what razor burns like. Not pleasant.
That's funny.
It's not pleasant.
So
It was okay. I mean, Peter's fun. We've worked together
great.
before. We did a submarine movie together a few years ago with Harrison Ford.
Did you kiss
so we
there,
knew
too?
each other.
It is so funny. So wait, you learned about razor burns, and I learned something that you all would be surprised on. We have something in common.
What the?
I adore shoes, and I'm told that you have just as big an obsession with shoes. Is that true?
I have a little bit of an obsession.
What's a little bit? How many?
No, but I maybe have 12 pairs.
That's not
I know. But
That's a lot.
So now what makes it obsessive? Is there something special about
I
it?
just think it's
That's the
whatever you
sexist
put in your
everybody
feet
into.
first thing in the morning. That's kind of how your day is going to go.
Really? Oh. It's a new idea. I've never
sort of
heard
believe
before.
that.
That's interesting.
So what
So how
does
many have you got, sir?
do you really want to know?
I do, yeah.
550.
500.
550.
And 50?
550.
That's an obsession.
Yeah.
What does this shoe say about your day?
Well, because these are good shoes made by an old company in London called Church. I'm not advertising.
They're well known.
But once you put them on, they were made for my feet, and every day they just get better and better and better. They just
It's like
grow
a
to your
relationship.
feet.
Yeah.
It is. That's exactly what it is. It's a
Weird in a
relationship.
way. It's a little weird.
What size feet do you have?
American 12.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah.
now know his sexual history.
And one way or another, we know.
Thanks to Liam Neeson. By the way, Love Actually is a holiday classic already. We watch it. It's such a great movie. But that's not where we're in now.
I'm going to take a picture of his feet.
Okay. Kinsey is in theaters now. We'll be right back with Jeopardy's biggest money winner, Ken Jennings.